Shalom, this is Rabbaeinu, and this is from 5 to 125, Torah for all ages. When I was a kid, I used to be a huge Knicks fan. If you don't know anything about the National Basketball Association, the New York Knicks franchise has been run into the ground the last few years. That's why the hiring of Phil Jackson, the NBA coach with 11 championships, more than anyone else, was really exciting for New York and for the Knicks this week. Phil Jackson has so many championships, he's almost like the Moshe Rabbaeinu of basketball. And today I'd like to compare Phil Jackson and Moshe Rabbaeinu. Phil Jackson was sitting at home, 70 years old, 11 championships, the greatest coach of all time. And yet, he's bored. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He can't just do nothing. People who do nothing, they don't find a reason to live. So Phil Jackson found a challenge. The Lakers weren't willing to take him, the Knicks were, and he has a challenge. He has something to work on. With Moshe Rabbaeinu went up to Har Sinai, and the Rambam, the ultimate rationalist, says he came down from Har Sinai and he was on the level of a malach. The Torah says he didn't eat or drink for 40 days. The Rambam says he continued being a malach, he continued being almost like an angel in a human body once he came down from Har Sinai. We know he wasn't living with his wife, we know he didn't have a normal family life, he was separate from human things. If that's true, that he was like an angel has no free will. You could argue that Moshe Rabbaeinu was so special, was so elevated to the level of a malach, that he had no free will anymore. People like to ask, he hit the rock, was that a free will thing or not? Moshe Rabbaeinu, according to the Rambam, was like an angel and had no free will. Then why is he still around? Why is he still in this world if he's not making himself better and if he's not improving? So Moshe Rabbaeinu was a very unique case in that he was the one who we got the Torah through. Moshe Rabbaeinu, even after he was done perfecting himself and putting himself on a level that no other human being had ever been on, he still had a purpose in this world, to teach the Jewish people Torah. His purpose wasn't personal, it wasn't family, it was only to serve the Jewish people. I don't know if Phil Jackson is motivated by such great motivation that he just wants to serve the New York Knicks and he just wants to help them, but I'm sure Knicks fans can hope. Have an amazing, amazing Shabbat, and hopefully we'll speak next week. Shabbat Shalom.